G'day guys, Zabe here with Zebra Solutions. I wanted to take this opportunity to have a chat about NetSuite's advanced numbering. As you may be aware, NetSuite provides the ability to maintain unique numbers for each transaction set. So for example, if you wanted to maintain a set of numbers for purchase orders independent of AP invoices or AP bills, you could go ahead and do that. But did you know within each of these transactions, you could actually have different numbering sequences? For example, within purchase orders, if you wanted to maintain a different numbering sequence for, let's say, indirect procurement versus customer owned or owned inventory, or perhaps dropship, you could actually establish a different numbering sequence for purchase orders for each of those events. Let me go ahead and show you how you can establish this. So the first thing we're going to do is actually have a look at the setup that's involved. So we'll go to Setup, Company, Enable Features. And then within here, we need to make sure that this advanced numbering sequence is actually set up over here. Then it's a matter of setting up the individual transactions to leverage this particular transaction numbering sequence type. So company, auto-generated numbers over here, document numbers, and if I scroll down, you can see we've got an advanced numbering option over here. Within purchase orders, I've enabled that, and you'll see that there's a setup option available to you. Let's go ahead and click on this. And this is where we can set up our unique rules. So I'll go ahead and create a new rule. And this rule will be for dropship as an example. And we'll put a prefix of maybe DS and a dash. Can add a suffix, minimum number of digits. I'll say 100, and we can, 20. And we'll go ahead and actually we'll change those to 3, probably more realistic. We'll change our first number to 101, and then I can go ahead and add criteria. In this particular case, I've got a field that I've set up over here for PO type. This is a custom field that I went ahead and set up, and I'm going to say where it's a dropship. So essentially what will happen here is that whenever this custom body type on the purchase order is set to dropship, we'll have a sequence of DS dash, then the first purchase order will be 101. Let's go ahead and save that. We'll go ahead and create a new rule over here. And the next one we can say is indirect procurement. And this one can be IP, ID, and with a dash, minimum digits is going to be 3. Let's start this at 250, for argument's sake. And then under criteria, I can go ahead and scroll down and pick up my purchase order type, and we'll say indirect. And you can see I've got a third option there for inventory, owned inventory. Let's go ahead and save this. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now, if I go to a purchase order that I started, you'll notice here that I've got, let's get rid of packaging, just a simple purchase order, and here's my PO type. Let's go ahead and select the value over here of dropship. Let's save. And you can see I've got a unique number of DS101. Let's go ahead and make a copy of this rather than creating a purchase order from scratch. And we'll select indirect this time, and we'll just save this. And you can see I've got a purchase order over here with a unique identifier of ID-250. Hopefully you'll find this tip beneficial. Best of luck, guys. Bye.